I like the peace and quiet, I like the trees, and I really like the climate in Texas.
More than 40 years ago, a young man wandered into East Texas. He happened upon a small, quiet town called Edom. This secluded spot in the piney woods was just the place he was looking for to set up an artist studio. That's when we first met Doug Brown. And after all this time, he's still at the wheel. Doug, how long has it been since we came down and visited with you?
I'd have to take off my shoes to count, but it's got to be 35, 40 years. I came from California and was living on some people's ranch. And one day I got on my motorcycle and started driving around. I ended up at that intersection over there. And I looked at that first building where you interviewed me that first time, and I rented it for $25 a month.
Did you ever think back then, you're going to set up shop and you're going to be here forever?
It never crossed my mind, actually. What I wanted was a place to work and a place to sell my work. Fortunately, I've been able to make a living here for 46 years.
For Doug and his wife, Beth, living as potters makes for a simple and happy life.
Some people have a road full of broken dreams. We have a driveway full of broken pots.
The move was easy enough for him, but what he started all those years ago, he couldn't have predicted. Artists saw what he was doing, and soon they started moving to Edom too, trading the convenience of city living to focus on what matters most, their art.
I met Doug and moved to Edom and had a completely different change of life from living in downtown Dallas. I'm still very urban.
In Little Edom.
I'm still living downtown. It's just not a town of 1 million people.
There was 12 studios here when we moved here. There was a weaver and a macrame artist. There was a woodworker who made furniture, and there was 2 silversmiths in the building next door.
You were a couple of artists right out of college.
Right out of college.
You must have thought that was nirvana.
It was.
It was.
It still is.
It still is Nirvana. It's a great place to work.
Zeke and Marty Zewick are just 2 of the many artists that came and never left. They've all been able to make a living doing what they love, with a community of others just like them. And Doug says with years of mastery, his pottery just keeps getting better and better.
I still have down in the lower shed some of my early pots, and I keep them and look at them occasionally just to remember how bad I was. Fortunately, in my profession, the older you get, the better you get. I have spent 40 years developing the colors, and the colors that I use are difficult to get. So you do not see a lot of the colors that we use made commercially because they're just hard to achieve.
Once upon a time, the creative shops in the middle of town were surprising, but now they've become part of Edom's scenery. Doug Smith moved here to chase his dreams, not a paycheck. But now the irony is that he plans to work every single day for the rest of his life.
I saw my father die at 51 years old. He never had any fun. So I decided I'd take my retirement while I was young. I will probably die at the potter's wheel back there. I hope I'll die at the potter's wheel back there. I have no intention of ever retiring.